Welcome to Find It in Fergus Falls. I'm Lisa Workman with the Fergus Falls Area Chamber of Commerce. So glad you tuned in today, and I want to thank everyone who joined us for Chamber Cafe earlier this week. Great show, a lot of great information. Of course, you can look on BRTV now on your app to watch that. You can also find it on the Chamber's YouTube channel if you want to get caught up with things that are going on in and around Fergus Falls. And speaking about in and around Fergus Falls, our guest today is Jeremy Kovash with Lakes Country Service Cooperative. They serve the 9-county region and they are based right here in Fergus Falls. So stay tuned, we are going to be visiting with Jeremy.
Considering an online pharmacy? Explore BeSafeRx to find useful information and resources to help you purchase medicines safely online. A safe online pharmacy requires a doctor's prescription, has an address in the United States, has a licensed pharmacist, and is licensed by a state pharmacy board. It's best to stay away from online pharmacies that don't meet these criteria. Discover more helpful tips and resources at BeSafeRx. Go to fda.gov/BeSafeRx.
Welcome back to Find It in Fergus Falls. I'm joined today with Jeremy Kovash with Lakes Country Service Cooperative. Jeremy, Lakes Country Service Cooperative does so many things. We could do about a 6-hour show, I think, with all the different things that you do. But let's kind of dispel some of those myths about what Lakes Country Service Cooperative is or where people can find you.
Sure. We are, so we're a regional entity and agency. We were created by the state legislature to do work originally on behalf of just schools. We used to be called, in our past, we were called EXU.
EXU, I think that's what a lot of people may remember as.
Educational Cooperative Service Unit. And in the 90s, actually our friends in the cities and counties and nonprofits went to the legislature and said, we would like to expand those services beyond schools and some of the advantages that schools get through membership in the regional cooperatives, we'd like to take advantage of that as well. So our statute changed in the 1990s and added, so currently we serve in a 9-county region.
Wow.
In west central Minnesota, we serve school districts, cities, counties, other governmental agencies, nursing homes, and nonprofits.
Right, yeah, and that's a vast number of organizations that you provide services for. And I think one of the best ways to look at it, or I think one of the best things about it, is that you help these organizations save money by offering especially some centralized services. So for a small school district, you could be doing payroll or that type of thing. I shouldn't put words in your mouth, but why don't you tell me about some of those services?
That's great. So our mission is to advocate for strong communities through service and leadership. And our definition of communities might be different than a lot of folks. We advocate for strong communities, and that could be school communities, city communities, special education communities, leadership communities.
Right.
So we meet the needs of our members through doing that. So we have a host of programs, about 80 programs,
wow.
150 employees, and we are not state funded. So we run very much on a business model to provide services and programs that our schools, cities, counties, and governments need.
And I think that's kind of one of those myths too, is that your work for those entities, the school districts, the government entities, municipalities, but you're not one of them as far as getting funding from the state legislature.
Right, yeah, we have no taxing or levy authority, so everything we do is a membership based, much like the chamber,
right.
And then fee for service and programs and services that our members want to pay for.
Excellent. And you know, one of the things too is you guys have a great space in Fergus Falls, and that's home base, serving the 9-county area, but you have people everywhere. So we should tell folks what building you guys are in and where you're at.
Yeah, we're in the old Jefferson School building on East Mount Faith Avenue, just near the high school in Fergus Falls, and that is our hub. That is our home office. We are very fortunate actually to be located right in the center of that 9-county region. We share the same region with our partner and friends at West Central Initiative, and that allows us to serve well. We do also have additional buildings that we either lease or own, and those are in Fergus Falls. We have a setting for special education school.
Right, the Lakes Country Academy.
And that is kind of a new program for us, at least in the last 5 years. We run an alternative school in Moorhead, and that is located at MSUM at Minnesota State University Moorhead. And then we have an additional Lakes Country Academy in Alexandria.
Fantastic.
So,
Providing service all over the region. And again, separate, physical buildings, but you have people working all over the 9-county region with your different members and providing programming and services. Let's talk about some of those services that you provide.
sure. So yeah, I'll start with a few that have been really busy lately. So we provide technology services for schools, cities, and counties.
I can imagine the last 2 years as things shifted to online have been quite tumultuous.
Yeah, it's been
Kind
crazy.
of a roller coaster.
And we're trying to help state initiatives and local and county initiatives. Otter Tail County has been fantastic in the fight for broadband.
Right.
So we've tried to assist them when we can, but that we certainly see that need with our, as school districts and businesses and cities and counties shifted those services to more and more rural areas. That's been a challenge in our region, as I think many folks are aware. So we try to help with network infrastructure. And really help to make sure that we can provide those services region-wide.
Right, high quality services and still make it affordable for your members to
That's
take
always our
advantage
goal, yeah.
of the technology pieces. And then you provide a lot of different other types of services too. Everything from, like you said, the HR, the accounting, those types of things, to also supplies. So
Yeah,
purchasing.
purchasing.
Right, purchasing.
Yeah, that's been, as I think everyone feels, that's been a real pressure point for us. We had a tumultuous year with purchasing, procurement, with food service. So
Sure.
we have a contract that provides, or did have a contract that provided food for 201 school districts across western Minnesota and into the Dakotas. And our supplier dropped our contract. They followed the terms and conditions of the contract, but
Right.
they, much like many, couldn't find employees, couldn't find drivers. And so we've had to scramble and work with those 201 school districts to find them other avenues to get their food, which we've been successful at doing, but it has not been easy.
No kidding. And I think about the time savings, for those schools that are contracting with you, where you have a team working on solving those. Otherwise, it would have been 201 food service managers at 201 school districts, all repeating the same steps.
Right.
And hitting the same roadblocks.
Yeah, and of course, there's power in procurement, so, they can all buy, chicken nuggets from the same manufacturer, and that certainly, there was some cost savings. So unfortunately, those cost savings measures aren't totally in place right now, so school districts are suffering with that. Again, much like businesses, right?
Right.
We've all
Everything
been
costs
to a
more.
restaurant where they ran out of chicken wings.
Yep.
So those things are happening, and we're certainly not out of the realm there as well.
Right. So, yeah, providing some of those, again, that opportunity to have some global type services for cost and time savings for many organizations. That's a big deal. You guys provide some professional services to organizations too. Let's talk about those.
Yeah, we do. We have networking teams really that work with all sorts of different organizations, staff development, professional development, leadership development. A lot of times we partner on that. Minnesota State University Moorhead, M-State, Fergus Falls and their campuses.
Right.
Dr. Brimhall, they're just fantastic partners, and so we partner on a lot of programs and services with them as well. In the last couple years, we have either fortunately or unfortunately, one of our taglines is together. Our tagline is "Together we achieve," and
Tough. Together has been tough the last couple of
it
years.
has been, but we have become really a collaboration center for COVID resources.
Right.
So we work with the Department of Administration, the Governor's Office, the Minnesota Department of Health, Minnesota Department of Education, and then all of our school districts, some city and county resources as well, and then certainly local departments of county public health.
Right.
And we have coordinated their COVID efforts. We've distributed masks and certainly information, and tried to share that information as we fight through the pandemic together.
And really, that's what's great too about that, is that you're providing and sharing information and resources amongst a 9-county region, so you don't feel, the Fergus Falls School District doesn't feel like an island. They kind of know what's going on around them too through your resources. So
Yeah, I think really, again, that bringing people together is what we try to do. So we have a team, a couple of epidemiologists from the Minnesota Department of Health that is essentially are there on our request, and they can, so if Jeff Drake, the superintendent of Fergus Falls, has a question, or had, hopefully, maybe some of that's in the mirror.
hopefully in the rearview mirror.
But if Jeff had, or his team had questions about, about some kind of pandemic or the spread or rules regarding masking and those kind of things, vaccinations, that we had a couple of epidemiologists that we could pull them together, do a Zoom call, and we would have access to experts.
Absolutely great resources for folks too, and it's there have certainly been over the last couple of years times of questioning and not understanding, and when things are written out, they can be interpreted 15 different ways.
Yeah.
And again, that pulling people together to help kind of determine what's meant and what's correct is the best way to go. Well, speaking of together too, you guys have some space that has been available, your meeting space, your conference centers and things like that. Let's talk about some of that as far as a resource for your members.
Yeah, we were fortunate. We saved money in dollars, and about 6 years ago, totally remodeled our building. So we have some really nice large and small meeting space, and so our procedures have been that our members can utilize those spaces
Right.
If they're available and open. So we have school districts that might use those for interviews. Those rooms, we've had cities come in and do strategic planning where they just need to kind of maybe get away from their own city and those distractions. And so we're very happy to provide those services. And now that we're kind of getting back to meeting in person, it's been fun to see the building alive again.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you've got a great crew there at Lakes Country Service Cooperative, again, serving so many members throughout the 9-county region. Anything else we should touch on today with Lakes Country Service Cooperative? Yeah, no,
we're very proud to be located in Fergus Falls and in Greater Minnesota. I think it gives us access to just an awesome team, and I'm very proud of our team. We have nearly 150 employees that advocate for our members every day through service and leadership, and so very honored to be a part of that organization. We have a great organization, and happy to serve in our region.
Absolutely. Well, appreciate all the service that you have provided through Lakes Country Service Cooperative over the 9-county region for so many years. Again, starting out way back in from the EXU days now into Lakes Country Service Cooperative. Happy that you're headquartered right here in Fergus Falls.
Yeah, well, we're proud to be here and proud to be a chamber member.
Fantastic. Thanks, Jeremy. We'll be back after a little break.
Doubles every 2 minutes. How long?
Hey, Dad. We're going for a run.
Okay. You're gonna go together?
That's what we means.
Okay. Well, just be careful. Make sure you're not running alone. Stay on the sidewalk. Watch for cars. Don't talk to strangers.
Another virus was blocked? What are you doing?
Are you listening to me? All right? Because when it comes to safety, nobody knows safety better than me. Be careful out there.
Are you doing an online quiz?
Yeah. This one's gonna tell me my IQ, which I've always wanted to know, because it's a mystery.
I'm guessing it's very low because all these quizzes are for us to get your passwords for everything.
Oh, is that right?
How do you not know that?
How do you know that?
How long have you been doing these quizzes for?
How old are you?
11?
11 years.
How do you not know how old I am?
Because that's a long time, 11 years, to remember stuff.
All right, well, we're gonna go for a run and watch for cars and strangers, and you change all your passwords so your identity isn't wiped out.
Bit dramatic. Really like to know my IQ, though. Doubles every 2 minutes. How long?
Welcome back to Find It in Fergus Falls. Well, I'd love to thank Jeremy Kovash from Lakes Country Service Cooperative for joining us on the show today. And speaking about Showcase is coming back to Fergus Falls. We will be on and online from April 4th through the 10th. Showcase Fergus Falls is a trade show and job fair. You can find it all on fergusfalls.com. It'll be a virtual trade show where you get to meet some of the great businesses that make up our community. Plus, it'll be a one-stop shop if you're looking for a career change. You can scope out all those businesses from the privacy of your own home or office or sitting on your couch with your feet up. Trade show, like I said, will be online at fergusfalls.com. And we'll be giving away over $2,000 in prizes. So if you'd like a booth for your business, get in touch with us at the Chamber at 218-736-6951. I'm Lisa Workman. This has been Find It in Fergus Falls with the Fergus Falls Area Chamber of Commerce. We'll see you again next week.